In this video, we will see how to create a web page using the visual builder of Framework360. First, we go under Contents and then into Pages. We click on Add at the top right, give a title to the page. Let's call it Test Page. Next, we access the visual builder by clicking on Add a Row, and we will find ourselves inside the visual builder for creating the page. Let's take a free Bootstrap page as an example and try to copy it with the visual builder of Framework360. First, we save the image, go to the visual builder, find the image block, and add it as the first section. We click on image selection, select the image will be uploaded. We remove the padding from the section, top, bottom, click on full width. Then we add the second section where we can find a title. So we always click on add row, drag a content, title. Let's drag it and add the title. As an element tag, let's give it H2. Then, as we can see in this section, we will need to create a row with 3 boxes. We take the title, click on add row, divide the row into 3. We will add the section title, give it H3 as a tag, then take the text, add the text. As the third operation, we add the Learn More button. Now let's add padding between one section and another by clicking on the single block, going to Design, and giving, for example, a margin of 10. And we give internal padding to the individual blocks to space them from the edge. Now, let's give the entire column a gray border and change the color. Border, color, secondary. Let's also space out the button. Now, let's give a background to the 2 sections. Go to Block Edit, Design, Background in a color in light. Now that we have created the first content of this section, let's duplicate it 3 times. This way, we will achieve a result similar to this. Let's add a title for the other section, always clicking on Add Row. Let's add a title, H2, and add the text below. As we can see here, the row is divided into 2 sections. Let's do the same. Go to the row and click on the section division. Here we can add an image. Drag the image block, select the image, and add it. Finally, we will have a line divider. We can always add a row. Drag. Let's search for content separator, add it. A dark colored separator will be created. Now let's change the color. Set it to secondary. So it will be a light gray. And then as before, let's add the contents. Let's search for the block text. And then there will be a call to action on the right. Let's add a button on the right and give it full width. Let's go to the global blocks and click on Add. Here, we can create our footer. Let's add a row. Give it a background, a custom dark gray. 21, 25, 29, which is the hex code. Inside, we will add text for the copyright, which will be dark. We can center it and give it a white color. Then we select the type, footer, automatically. This global block will be repeated on all pages as a footer. If it were a header instead, it would be repeated on all pages as a header. The global block section is used to create a block that can be called on all pages. For example, by adding a global block, I could select the copyright block, which would add the block we created within the section. This way, we don't have to do the same work multiple times. In the end, we save and have our web page, test page, as we created it. Therefore, create your environment on Framework360 to try out this feature and other essential tools for your activity as a digital marketer.